very warm welcome indeed to St Peter Mancroft Church here in the heart of Norwich. It's 1 o'clock on a Wednesday and we have a short reflection each week at this time. So I welcome you to that. My name's Edward Carter, I'm the vicar here. And today is the 8th of May, and in the calendar of the church it's a special day for a lady called Julian of Norwich. It's her feast day today. Norwich, where I'm speaking from, is a historic city. There are many different churches here. In medieval times there were said to be 50 or more churches in the city, and many of them are still standing, or some not anymore. Some of them, like this one, have major saints. They are dedicated to St Peter, St John the Baptist, those biblical saints. But some of the churches are not biblical saints. There's a St Lawrence, a St Gregory, and there's a St Julian's church. I don't know very much about St Julian, I'm afraid. I think possibly someone from France, fairly obscure saint. But Mother Julian of Norwich, she must have had another name, her own name, but she took the name Mother Julian because she literally lived in St Julian's church here in Norwich, just a short walk away from where I'm speaking now. And she lived there as what was called an anchoress. Sounds as though you were on a ship and had an anchor thrown overboard perhaps, but it's the sense in which an anchor holds you fast, holds you in a certain place. If a ship has the anchor down, then it can't be moved despite all the storms that the sea throws. And it's the same if you're an anchorite or an anchoress as a person. You put down an anchor, you stay in a certain place. And for Mother Julian of Norwich, that place was St Julian's Church. I'm going to read just a short description of her saintly life. This is just something that's published by the Church of England. On this day, so the 8th of May, in the year 1373, when she was 30 years old and suffering from what was considered to be a terminal illness, a woman of Norwich, whose own name is unrecorded, experienced a series of 16 visions which revealed aspects of the love of God. Following her recovery, she spent the next 20 years of her life pondering their meaning and recorded her conclusions in what became the first book written by a woman in English, a book called The Revelations of Divine Love. At an unknown point in her life, she became an anchoress attached to the Church of St Julian in Norwich, and it was by this name of Julian that she came to be known to later generations, and she died around the year 1417. Many saints have their feast day on the day that they died, or perhaps the day they were born, or maybe the day something significant happened in their lives, and that latter case is true for Julian of Norwich. Her feast day today, the 8th of May, is the day on which she had those revelations of divine love, which she pondered for so many years, and then which she wrote down. But she didn't just write them down, she stayed at that church. As I say, just a short walk from here. You can still visit the cell where she lived. Indeed, sometimes I go there just to sit and be quiet and to pray, to ponder life, to ponder, again, that meaning of God's love. She stayed in that place for many, many years. And I was told once that there was a window from that cell, that little chapel where she lived, a window out into the city, into the street, in a sense, a window out into the world. And she would be there, sat in her cell, her basic needs provided for. But anyone who was passing by, or anyone who'd come on a long journey to meet her, to listen to her wisdom, could come and stand just by that window and could ask of Mother Julian, maybe a question that they needed help with, maybe just to listen to her wisdom which sprang out of that significant moment in her life on the 8th of May 1373. We're not all blessed to have those moments in life when we, as it were, measure everything else by that day. It was true for Mother Julian. It's true very rarely. But nonetheless, there are important moments in all our lives. I suppose as I think again and give thanks for Mother Julian's life, I reflect again for me on those really important moments in life, those, if you like, pinnacle moments when we really sense strongly something significant is happening to us. We sense perhaps that strong and mysterious presence of God, our eyes opened in a new way, that spiritual dimension revealed to us most fully. Or to use another kind of way of describing it, when heaven and earth meet and touch and are all together in one place. Those moments are very precious. In a way, that we live our lives around those significant moments. And so today we give thanks for Mother Julian, especially here in this city of Norwich. In a way, she's almost like a patron saint for the city. As I say, it's still possible to visit St Julian's Church, to go to the cell to pray if you're near to Norwich or ever visiting. I do hope you might go and do that. But as you do that, and even if you're not able to visit, I hope, again, with me, you might give thanks for those really wonderful moments in life when things are somehow clear before God, when we see things more clearly, and when with Mother Julian we experience again that strong sense of God's love for the world, God's love for each and every one of us. Of course, Mother Julian is best known for that little saying, all will be well. All manner of things will be well. A great blessing of peace resting on God's love. My prayer today is that may be true for you. Thank you for listening to my few thoughts and words of reflection. We have a reflection every Wednesday, so do join us again, either here in the church next Wednesday or do join us online as well. Thank you again.